Hi, good morning. My name's Simon Hayter, and today we're going to be looking at using DD-WRT on BT Infinity. I've logged into the router, as you can see on the screen. I'm using firmware V24 SP2 standard edition, and I'm using router which is a D-Link DIR615 revision D. These go for around £5 on eBay, I believe. I've been using it for a couple of years now. I've had quite a few versions of the D-Link 615, and I'm really chuffed with it. Obviously not as good as the Homehub 5 because it doesn't have 5G, but for powerful features as seen in Cisco routers, this is as close as you can get it for a low budget. So let's waste no time, and I'm going to show you how to get it working with BT Infinity over the Homehub 3, 4 or 5. So click the setup. Now the connection type you want to select on WAN is PPPoE, and then type in your username as BT Homehub at btbroadband.com. Password. Now there isn't actually a password, so you just enter some dummy characters. So in this case, I'm going to click unmask, and you can see that my password is random password. So feel free just to type in exactly as I have. Force reconnect disable, advanced settings unchecked. Feel free to name your router. Don't set a host name or domain name. Further down, now you can set your IP address. In this case, I've gone for 192.168.1.1. That's the router address. And then if you set the gateway and local as 0000, what that means is it will do it automatically, so you don't need to worry about those settings. DCHP type, put DCHP server, not forwarder, because you will this router will be assigning the IP addresses to the clients. Start address, now you can put it at 100, you can put it at 50, but in my case I've put it at start address 2. So what this means is it will never be assigned 0.1, which will clash with the router. And I've also specified maximum DCHCP users 49. So basically from that, the clients will be issues between 2 and 50. Because 49 from 2 is 50, so that's 192.168.1.50. You could change the leash time if you want. I just leave it as default. Static DNS, you can use 8.8.8.8 and then 4.4.4.4 if you want to use Google's DNS, but I'm just leaving it as default and use BT's. Use DNSMasq for DCHP. I've checked it. Use DNSMasq for DNS. I've checked. DHCP authoritative, and I've checked that as well. And I'm using the time settings as well. Really straightforward. All you do is click save, apply settings, give it a few moments, and the thing to watch up here is the WAN IP address. If you get a WAN IP address, that's your outside IP address and not your internal. And if you get an IP address, that means you're connected. And I think that is pretty much it. I won't cover wireless because it really is straightforward. You can see my settings there. Oh, a handy tip to use is if you've got BT Infinity, I'm sure you've got a Homehub 3 or 4 or 5. I use the same password for the wireless as what I've got on the BT Hub. That way you've got that little plastic dongle thing where you can get the password off if you can't remember it. Anyway, I hope that's helped, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.